Ozzy Osbourne started in Birmingham and became a very famous person all over the world. He got through many hard times, made great music, and changed what a rock star is.
Ozzy is a sometimes very unhappy person because of one side of my life. It's like constant work and the understanding that people know me and like what I do. A lot of people do. I'm very privileged in that respect. But there's a side of me that wants to say, hey, I want to go fishing in a lake, I want to go whatever I want to do, I want to do everything what everybody else does. But because of what I am, because of who I am, I said to you earlier on before we came on the air, I'm a split personality.
People call him the Prince of Darkness and the Madman. But behind his wild public image is the amazing story of John Michael Osbourne.
How do you psych yourself up to be Ozzy, and how do you unwind to be John?
With great difficulty, actually. I mean, it's kind of difficult for me to sit here and answer these questions when I'm in myself, It's kind of like saying, people say, hey man, it's Ozzy. It's like, you got to go instantly. You got to go, I'm Ozzy, It's like, I'm happening, I'm on. I'll never turn these guys down. They can come and they can come. But all I say to myself is, surely to God, they respect me as a person as well as an artist,
Ozzy was born in Aston, Birmingham, and his early life was not easy. But in late 1960s, he met Tommy Iommi, Butler, and Bill Ward. This meeting started something special. Together, they made a new sound no one had heard before. They started the band Black Sabbath. Their music was dark, strong, and often loud.
In the beginning, is it true that when you were forming Black Sabbath, you were looking for a lead singer and spotted an ad from Ozzy Osbourne in a music store?
It is, yes.
Is that the way, is that true?
Yes, it is true. I mean, Ozzy was at school in a younger year than me.
Yeah.
With me. But I didn't really associate with him at school. And we were looking for a singer, Bill and myself, the drummer. And we went around the music shop and we saw this ad, Ozzy Zig requires gig.
Oh.
I said to Bill, I know an Ozzy. I said, but it can't be him.
Can't be the same guy.
And sure enough, we went round to the address of the house and knocked the door, and his mother came. John, it's for you. Yeah. And I saw him walking up the hall, and I said to Bill, forget it. Anyway, he came to the door and we talked to him for a bit, and then we left. And I said to Bill, oh, forget that. I said, we don't want to go there. I said, as far as I know, he can't sing. I never knew he could sing.
Yep.
And then sort of a few days later, Ozzy came round to my house. So I didn't live that far away from him. He came round with Geezer, the bass player, and looking for a drummer. And it turns out that I said, well, Bill's a drummer. And Bill said, no, I'm sticking with you.
Yeah.
And so we said, well, why don't we all get together and have a go? And that's what we did.
And you did.
This music began heavy metal. After leaving Black Sabbath, many people thought Ozzy's music career was finished. But with the great guitar player Randy Rhoads, he started a solo career.
If anything, it was the true musician truest musician I've ever known, because he would, what he would do when he came to England, and when he got time off, he'd drive around and see all these different places, He'd probably seen more of England than I have, And he was very dedicated to his instrument. In fact, when we were touring America, he wanted to get a classical degree, and I don't know what for. I mean, he was a great guitar player, but he said to me one time, I'm not going to do rock and roll all my life. I wanted to become a classical guitar teacher. I wanted to get a degree in classical music. And every day off, he'd get the yellow pages, and all of us would be in the bar getting drunk and whatever. He'd have a classical lesson in his room.
This new start was even better than before. A Blizzard of Oz and Diary of a Madman were excellent albums. They showed Ozzy could get better and find new music partners. He was back, braver than before and stronger. His music was famous, and so were the problems he had. Ozzy's live shows were full of wild energy, often a bit messy. Well-known events like beating a bat and a dove made him known as the Madman. He was not just singing, he was showing the wild side of rock and roll, trying new things and not doing what people expected. Just when people thought they knew Ozzy, he let the world see his home life. The Osbournes TV show showed a different side, a loving but strange family man living a normal life. It became very popular around the world. It showed the fun and surprising normal side of the metal legend. This made many people who had never heard his music feel like they knew him. Ozzy Osbourne has a huge impact. He started the type of music, lived the hard times, and still makes music artists and fans feel inspired. His career shows how important to keep going, have a clear artist idea, and how rock and roll can last a long time. From a lot of wildness to famous songs, from dark times to good times, Ozzy Osbourne is still the Prince of Darkness. He is truly special and he is still active.
I met Ozzy when I was around 18 and he came into my father's office for management with Black Sabbath. So I was 18 when I first met him.
Love at first sight?
No, not at all. I was like, oh Lord, look at them. And they were all odd and hairy, and because I'd been used to dealing with artists that were American and they were slick and they were really put together and they smelled nice, and you know, suddenly these guys come in and they're hairy and they're very, you know, from the north of England, and they don't look or dress like anything I've ever seen. And so I was very nervous of them.